Hello everyone. Today me and my group will be presenting about program execution expression and the stack diagram of it and postfix notation. Our group have 4 members including me, Elaine Chan, Teng Wei Jing, Gautam and Trishan. There are 3 main things we will be talking about, which is program execution expression, stack diagram and postfix notation. Trishan will be talking about program execution expression, while Gautam will be responsible for the stack diagram part, and Teng Wei Jing will be talking about postfix notation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Trishan. Today I'll be talking about program execution expression. Program execution refers to the process by which a computer central processing unit (CPU) executes instructions in a program. This includes fetching the instruction from memory, decoding it to determine its operation, and then executing the instruction, which may involve accessing memory or performing arithmetic operations. The process of program execution is repeated continuously until the program is completed or terminated. For example, in this expression, which is shown on the screen, during program execution, the values of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I may be determined and used to evaluate the expression and assign the result to the variable y. It's a method for the computer to comprehend the instructions given by the programmer. Expression and statements are used to write down the instruction, which the computer then executes it in the correct order to create the intended result. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Teng Wei Jing, and I'm going to explain about postfix notation. Postfix notation, also known as reverse Polish notation, is a way of writing mathematical expression in which the operators come after the operands. For example, the expression 1 plus 2 will be written as 1, 2 plus in postfix notation. This notation is often used in computers and calculators because it is easy to evaluate using a stacked data structure. Now we look at here the expression here. Y equals to A plus B plus C multiplies D divide E bracket F minus G minus hash divide I. In postfix notation, the order of the operation, not the priority of the operators, determines the order of the operand and operators. Here, sorry, the operators plus, multiply, divide, and minus are written in the same order as they do in the original phrase. After the operand, A to I, it comes in handy when doing things like using a stack to evaluate expression. To convert the expression, y equals A plus B plus C multiply D divide bracket E bracket F minus G minus h divide I to postfix notation. First is initialize an empty stack. 2. Initialize an empty output string. 3. Iterate through each character in the expression. 4. If the character is an operand A to I, any of it, append it to the output string. 5. If the character is an operator, plus, minus, divide, multiply, pop operators from the stack and append them to the output string until the stack is empty, or the top operator has lower precedence than the current operator. Then push the current operator onto the stack. 6. If the character is an open parenthesis, push it onto the stack. 7. If the character is a closed parenthesis, pop operator from the stack and append them to the output string until an open parenthesis is found. Then pop the open parenthesis from the stack. 8. Repeat step 3 to 7 for all characters in the expression. 9. Pop any remaining operators from the stack and append them to the output string. Now we're going to talk about how we're gonna change expression to postfix notation. The first step is reverse the order of the equation to start from the right side. That's the equation showing here. The expression showing here. Step 2, replace all the variables with their values. Step 3, replace all the mathematical operation with their corresponding symbols. Step 4, replace all the bracket with their corresponding symbols. Step 5, replace all the mathematical operation with their corresponding symbols. And do it until you get the answer here. Now to the last step, step 12. The postfix notation of the expression is HI divide EFG DC multiply minus plus B plus A. Now we will get our postfix notation, which is Y equals to HI divide EFG DC multiplies minus plus B plus A. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gautam. So now I want to talk about the stack diagram. So a stack diagram is a visual representation of a stack data structure which is used to store temporary data and information during the execution of program. The stack is a last in first out data structure, meaning that the last item added to the stack is the first item to be removed. Each entry in the stack is called stack frame or activation record, and it typically contains information such as the current state of a program counter, the values of local variables, and the memory address of the previous stack frame. The stack is used for various purposes, including function calls, recursion, and exception handling. To create a stack diagram, we can follow these steps. Identify the function that you want to create a stack diagram for. Draw a box for the main function and label it with the function name and the variables in scope. For each function call within the main function, draw a new box on top of the main function box. Label the box with the function name and the variables in scope. Continue this process for each function call within the called functions, creating a new box for each level of the stack. Once all the function calls have been represented, you will have a diagram that shows the call stack and the variables in scope at each level. So this is our stack diagram, is operator, stack, and output. So the stack diagram above shows the order in which operations are performed on a stack of operands, with the most recent operand at the top of the stack. Each row represents an operation, with the left column showing the operator and the right column showing the contents of the stack after the operation is performed. The first four rows A, B, plus, and C show the stack being built up with operands A, B, and C. The plus operator is used to add A and B, and the result is placed back on the stack. The next operand D is added to the stack. The next four rows times E, F, and G show the stack being further built up with operands E, F, and G. The times operator is used to multiply the top two operands on the stack, C and D. The next two rows, minus and divide, show the stack being further modified with the minus and divide operator, respectively. The minus operator is used to subtract the top two operands on the stack, E and F, and the division operator is used to divide the top two operands on the stack, G and H. The last two rows, addition and division, show the final additions and the division of the last two operands on the stack. The plus operator is used to add the top two operands on the stack. The division operator is used to divide the last two operands on the stack. The final result is the value that remains on the stack after all the operations have been performed. The order of the operation is determined by the order of the operators and operands in the original expression, the rules of the arithmetic programming language being used. So that's all for my part. Thank you.